So Amit, this is a famous
Natraj dahi Bhalla.
This is another day that we are spending today in Chandni Chowk.
Chandni Chowk.
And the idea is to try some of the vegetarian fare that this area has to offer. Anand lijiye.
आनंद लीजिए, लुत्फ उठाइए.
कभी कभार आलू फीकी पड़ जाती है. वो जो रसा होता है, जो मसाला होता है, वो अंदर नहीं घुलता है. But in this, you're tasting the flavor of the rasa in that.
सोक्ड अप द रसा pretty well.
Very nice.
कस्टमर के साथ जो है आपने ऐसे डील करना जैसे यू आर ट्रीटिंग टू गॉड इन मतलब गॉड इज एवरीथिंग फॉर यू. So we never take this shop, as it is ours, Shop is not mine. Shop belongs to Radha Krishna.
हम आए थे यहाँ पूरी खाने. We met the kachori and that paneer की पकौड़ी, but ये ghewar, my goodness, this is a surprise that we never expected to find.
कढ़ाई में तो खुरच के बनाई जाती है.
ओ खुरच के कढ़ाई में बनाई जाती है, इसलिए इसको खुरचन बोलते हो. अमित जी
आप खाइए, आप शौक फरमाइए.
That is the खुरचन. ये देख के मजा आ रहा है.
One of the very famous shop in Delhi. लोटन के छोले कुलचे. आप तो लेना खाएंगे, मैं खिलाऊंगा.
अच्छा, आप खिलाओगे? फैंटास्टिक.
बताना घुला नहीं घुला.
घुल रहा है. कितने हुए? दही भल्ले.
नहीं भला.
Well, time to taste some dahi bhalla. So Amit, this is a famous
Natraj dahi Bhalla.
This is another day that we are spending today in Chandni Chowk.
Chandni Chowk.
And the idea is to try some of the vegetarian fare that this area has to offer.
Absolutely.
Right, and we're making a beginning right here at Natraj, a store that goes back, I'm told, to 1940, pre-independence. And this is the dish that people travel from far and wide to get a taste of.
Bhalla is again made with urad dal batter. Then it is soaked in yogurt, sweetened yogurt, so it's nice and soft.
Is that pepper powder right there on top?
What you see, the black pepper powder. And they put this meetha chutney, saunt chutney. But that's it, 2-3 ingredients, maybe some raisins, component seeds which are part of the saunt chutney. So just few textures you will get, but it's so soft and beautiful.
I love the porous texture of that bhalla.
The bhalla. That's because of the
grinded coarse.
The way the dal is ground. It's not very fine, it's not very pasty. Then they beat it a lot to incorporate air. So once it's fried, it just kind of swells up. It's like a vada. The vada is put in sambar and eaten.
Here it's in the dahi.
Cheers.
Anand lijiye.
आनंद लीजिए, लुत्फ उठाइए. So very simple combination of just couple of good ingredients.
I love the manner in which that bhalla is holding on to the sweetness of the curd.
Very nice.
I think the pepper is there, but it's
not
barely,
overwhelming.
yeah, it's not overwhelming in the least.
Yeah.
It doesn't really register too loudly on your palate. On day one, we had another bhalla.
We had a bhalla at Padam Chaat.
That was made of moong.
Dal. So that's very unique. That's special. That's his speciality.
So what I found is that bhalla was
Softer.
very soft, very cloud-like. Whereas this one is certainly a bhalla that has a little more weight, and you carrying that weight on your spoon and also registers in your tongue. You feel like you've eaten something. You can now see the inside of that bhalla. What I also like is the seasoning of that. So is there some spice that goes into making a bhalla?
It's just a little bit of ginger and green chili.
Well, that was a refreshing start to our day here today at Chandni Chowk.
We still have the flavors working in our mouth.
You still have remnants of that bhalla, and I think what's important here is that the bhalla captures all the flavor of the minimal spicing that goes into it, and as you bite into that coarse texture of that bhalla, that's what your palate is rewarded with, right?
In such a small place, right in the corner. They don't have any branches. They are very famous for caterings, weddings, so people call them all over India. Because they have maintained their quality and their product. Walking towards Fatehpur Sikri, which is right at the end of the road.
Oh, then should we take a rickshaw?
It's walkable, but yeah, I mean, somebody can if.
How long is the walk?
10 minutes walk. It's not too far.
Let's take a rickshaw. Oh, गर्मी हो
we
जाएगी.
can take a rickshaw.
Well, Amit wanted to walk, but I said let's take a rick. And I think you also need to support the local economy, Amit. There's so many of these rickshaws just waiting for passengers. So where are we going next?
So down the road towards Fatehpur Sikri, there is Fatehpuri. There's a very old shop, Chaina Ram.
Okay.
They're also called Chaina Ram, they call it, and it's been there for many years and known for its breakfast items, and especially the bedmi puri and aloo ki subzi. What you get over there, I think it's quite
Fantastic.
appreciated.
So bedmi is a puri that is also fortified with some urad.
Urad dal, lentil and spices.
So it's a heavier,
It's
more
a heavier breakfast. हाँ भैया बेदमी अभी नहीं मिलेगी.
सवेरे मिलेगी आपको, पूरी मिलेगी वो.
हाँ, कितने बजे?
8 से 11 होता है.
8 से 11 होता है.
उसके बाद नहीं है बेदमी. जैसे बेदमी पूरी जो आपका बहुत फेमस है, उसके टक्कर में क्या है?
उसकी टक्कर में कचौड़ी है, पनीर का पकौड़ा है.
कचौड़ी है, पनीर का पकौड़ा है.
बहुत पुरानी दुकान है, बहुत मशहूर दुकान है.
1901. 121 साल.
You should try a kachori definitely.
A kachori.
And his mithai is also very famous. So his Karachi halwa is very famous. This is called Chaina Murgi.
Chaina Murgi, हाँ.
आपने ये पहले try किया?
ये मैंने ट्राई किया, अमृतसर में ट्राई किया. We did the build up for the bedmi, but the bedmi is sold only in the morning. So you got to get here between 8 and 11 if you want to taste the bedmi. But we have settled for the kachori.
So the aloo ki sabzi will be the same, which is served with the bedmi puri.
Oh, it's the same thing.
Again, very popular over here. I think this is sold the entire day.
Stuffing क्या है इसमें?
दाल की स्टफिंग होती है कचौड़ी के अंदर. आलू की होती है, दाल होती है, प्लेन होती है. But this has
मूंग दाल है इसमें.
मूंग दाल कचौड़ी.
मेरे को तो पहले कचौड़ी टेस्ट करना है बस ऐसी, just by itself. I can see some sabut coriander, some sabut dhania there, some chilies.
हींग, आपको हींग का टेस्ट आएगा. गुड हींग का टेस्ट. धनिया, जीरा, सौंफ.
But now it's about that aloo ki sabzi.
So that will give us spice and of course a little bit of curry, which goes well to soak up your dry kachori. But kachori is quite khasta. You can eat it on its own.
The kachori is khasta, but I think in certain parts it's also a little doughy. It's like a spiced bread.
Absolutely. Deep fried.
I love the aloo jo.
You like it with the aloo ki sabzi?
I love the aloo ki
Aloo ki
sabzi.
on its own.
कभी कभार आलू फीकी पड़ जाती है. वो जो रसा होता है, जो मसाला होता है, वो अंदर नहीं घुलता है. But in this, you're tasting the flavor of the rasa in that.
It has soaked up the rasa pretty well.
Very nice. What I love is the stuffing in that kachori. And also, what's nice is that you're tasting some of the sabut ingredients. I can taste the coriander, like you said, the fennel,
Coriander.
the zira.
पुरानी दिल्ली में ये अच्छी जगहों पे बहुत बढ़िया मिलती है.
बहुत बढ़िया.
It's one of the best.
So I'm with Mr. Gidwani, who represents the 6th generation of Chaina Ram. So, you know, I've been going around and many of the stores here, of course, I've not seen a store that is 121 years old yet. My question is, how do families hold on to these culinary traditions over generations?
From the very beginning, you know, our family is basically very God fearing. कस्टमर के साथ जो है आपने ऐसे डील करना जैसे यू आर ट्रीटिंग टू गॉड, यू नो. मतलब गॉड इज एवरीथिंग फॉर यू. So we never take this shop, you know, as it is ours, you know. Shop is not mine. Shop belongs to Radha Krishna. That's all. And I'm just, you know, taking care of it.
So you're serving.
Yes, I'm serving.
It's an act of service.
Because serving, you know, is a function of the soul. Because I'm not living in a bodily concept of life. Everything people are doing, you know, just for the comfort of their body. But I know the soul is part and parcel of the Lord. So I'm representing God, you know.
Advani ji, you touched upon something very important. Businesses here that have transcended generations, I think they serve a higher purpose, right? It's not about just coming and saying, okay, I'm going to go and do business there.
Like, you know, changing the patterns, you know.
Hanji, so you're handing over the
Handing
batons.
over the baton.
So is your next generation already in training in the,
Yes, yes.
and they all begin with a kitchen? Everybody has to,
Yes, yes. That
fantastic.
is the first criteria.
That's the first criteria.
Because if you don't know how to manufacture, it's no use doing a business. You should know what your product is.
And especially products like this ghewar that I'm told is cooked in pure Desi Ghee. Layer by layer and then soaked in a chashni and kova before it is sprinkled with some of that pistachio.
Now you taste it and tell me, how is it?
I will most certainly taste it with my friend there. But thank you very much. So nice to meet you and thank you for your time, sir. Thank you. Namaskar. Our tasting table has added a party of one, that is Mr. Gidwani himself. From one of the partners of Chaina Ram. I think we should make a beginning with his paneer ka pakora. Amit.
So it's got a beautiful stuffing inside.
Masala hai
Masala
isme.
inside, so
Oh, so I thought it was a straightforward paneer that was cooked in that was deep fried in that batter, but within that paneer slice, you also seeing that masala. I want to taste it just by itself first. There is the flavor of the ajwain, the carom seeds that comes right away. There's also a bit of the chili heat that I'm getting. Isme kya chili? What chili is going to this, sir?
You have to dip this in this sugary syrup.
चटनी में लेके खाइए
Ah.
रिलेशन टू गॉड
it gives that little moistness which is required. So I will just steal some of your chutney. That's it.
Lovely. So this I'm told is the piece de resistance. This is something that we definitely have to try. I can certainly feel the weight of this ghewar. You've got this honeycomb structure of the maida at the bottom, and then of course it's burdened with the weight of the chashni of the sugar syrup, and then on top is that lush, decadent layer of that kova.
Liberal layer of
Liberal layer of the kova, and then topped with the pistachio. And like Mr. Gidwani says, ये खाने के बाद क्या होता है?
आपको लिफ्ट मिलता है.
Lift मिलता है. So he says, wear your seat belts before you eat this.
Great. So cheers, Kripal. Let's cheers.
What I love is the play of textures.
Correct.
You're tasting the texture of the maida that has come in that because of that mold, in that honeycomb sort of structure, and the sugar is not too sweet.
not to shit
I've tasted some ghewars where you have one bite and you're like, bus. This, I took a slightly larger piece, but I said, पता नहीं कब फिर से आऊँगा यहाँ पे Chaina Ram. As opposed to अमित उसको पता है यहाँ मिलेगा उनको. This is absolutely delicious in terms of the textures that it conveys to your palate. Delicious.
घेवर के लिए एक दिन लाइन पूरे लाल किले तक चली गई लाल कुएं तक चली गई
Really? And this is made only in certain times of the year.
ये थोड़ा ये बनता है आपका सावन के महीने
सावन का महीना.
रेनी
season.
I see Amit is also going for some more of the ghewar.
Ghewar is my favorite. Just can't stop at one bite. So
Go for it, Amit. You have my blessings.
So each bite, the crunch, the crisp texture of the pastry underneath is really
Yeah.
amazing, and the soft coating of kava on top.
इस घेवर में नज़ाकत है. मतलब कभी कभार आप डेजर्ट टेस्ट करते हो, too much sugar, sweetness, too much dairy.
एक बाइट में तो
हाँ, but यहाँ पे there is a certain balance that I am tasting. The balance between the light, airy honeycomb structure of the base layer, and then of course that is dipped in that sugar syrup, so there's a bit of sweetness that's clinging to it, and then of course that layer of that kova. The honeycomb is almost crisp, and that kova on top is soft, almost velvety. And I think that pistachio just gives it a slightly different textural crunch every once in a while. They're delicious.
लाल घेवर टेस्ट कर
So this is doodh ghewar,
Okay.
dipped in malai only. It's just like the white ghewar. It is made in milk only, full cream milk, and we mix white flour in this. And we make a solution, and then we start making ghewar out of it. And it takes time. It takes double the time what it takes to make the white ghewar.
So this is the lal ghewar.
This is a lal ghewar, lal doodh ghewar with malai only.
तो इसके ऊपर वो खोआ है.
हाँ, खोआ malai dipped है.
So ये दूध से बनता है. हाँ. So मैदा and milk.
So that's why it turns
Brown.
brown because of the milk.
So the milk has some
Milk
sugars,
natural
and that basically caramelizes as it's fried.
Wow. Very nice. दूध की वजह से जो नीचे वाला बेस है उसका टेस्ट ही अलग होगा.
Yeah, I love the flavor of that. A bit of a flavor like a
मिल्क केक.
milk cake,
Milk cake
दूध
का जो-
बर्फी.
हाँ, तो उसका नीचे वाला फ्लेवर है.
Have you tried our milk cake?
This is very nice.
You know what I find that in this the maida, the base flavor is a little roasted.
Then roasted. Because of the milk.
Because
the
of milk.
caramelization of milk.
Well, this is a sort of ghewar. Although there's a very interesting conversation you're brewing with Gidwani साहब. Sorry sir, मेरा ध्यान थोड़ा घेवर पे है. Well, you know, he's such an interesting gentleman that we've met and we're talking about his life, his cricketing journey, etc., which is quite unusual considering the fact that we're sitting in a sweet shop. But my attention, मेरा ध्यान पूरा इस घेवर पर है. I love the flavor of this. I love the slight toastiness that is there in that ghewar. In the other one, of course, you're tasting more the upfront flavor of the flour which is dipped in that sugar syrup, but here there is a certain toastiness to that ghewar, and I think that also helps balance against the sweetness a little more. Delicious. I've enjoyed this ghewar tasting. हम आए थे यहाँ पूरी खाने. We met the kachori and that paneer की पकौड़ी, but ये घेवर, my goodness, this is a surprise that we never expected to find. हाँ, कभी कभार क्या होता है, you go somewhere looking for something, वो नहीं मिलती, लेकिन कुछ और मिलता है जो उससे भी बेहतर होता है. And that is what we've discovered. I'm sure the puri is also very special.
Morning you come, out of this world.
But
Out of this world.
out of this world. But I'm so happy that we've discovered this ghewar.
This is also made from pure milk, and it takes around 2 hours to make this 3.5 kilos.
So as we were growing Kripal, my father would, whenever he's on this side, and he would get a box of milk cake. I have food memories.
So this milk is cooked over hours.
Slow heat.
My goodness, अभी बस करेंगे.
I know, but try this. This is also very. It's not like soggy. It's very
Okay,
crunchy.
all right. I think if we stay too long here, I think दुकान में जो है सब टेस्ट करके जाएंगे. इतना प्यार मिल रहा है हमें यहाँ पे. Oh, this is the goodness of milk. Fortified, concentrated, reduced 100 times over. This is delicious.
Very nice actually.
I love the textures of the milk solids in that. And what I like, Amit, is when you reduce milk over a period of time,
Caramelization.
that caramelization effect, that flavor lift that you get, the roundedness, that slight depth of
And it
flavor.
stays- it lingers on in your mouth for a while.
Amit-
Even if after had a last bite. I'm done. Go ahead, Kripal.
I'm not going to say no to that.
Nah, please finish it. We can always come back, eat, order.
So good. You know, I'm thinking now if I have that emarti, it'll probably take away from the flavors that my palate is trying to hold on to. उसमें शक्कर थोड़ा ज़्यादा होगा ना?
Jalebi ki tarah.
So I'm wondering whether I should actually taste that emarti or not.
Looks fabulous. Here, might as well taste it, Kripal.
You know, अभी हम गलियाँ में घूमेंगे. Maybe at least the next half an hour we'll have to walk to wipe off some of these effects. उस आधे घंटे में I want to keep reminiscing the zaika of this and
Fine.
the lal ghewar. ये छोड़ने वाले नहीं है ये किडवानी जी. It's got a nice crunch on the outside, soft inside.
But again, not very sweet, Kripal.
So everything that is made in the shop is made in Desi Ghee.
You will not find a refined, even a pakora of refined.
Which is what also adds to the flavor.
Absolutely.
Time to go ahead, but not before another piece of that milk cake. Those are the memories that I want to carry out even as I leave Chaina Ram's, a 121-year-old store here in Chandni Chowk, Delhi 6, right next to Fatehpuri Masjid. If you're in Delhi, anywhere in Delhi, you got to come here. Well, we were just about getting ready to leave, but they said there is one more item that you haven't tasted. And I suspected this right along, that if I extend my stay here, we'll probably be tasting most of the things that they have in this shop. What Mr. Gidwani ji says here, that we should definitely try that Karachi halwa. 122 years the halwa has been made here. So it's as old as the shop.
पहले आप ये लीजिए,
ये वाला
Piste wala.
yes,
So ghee, sugar and cornstarch.
And you cook it through, and then you add flavoring, right, sir? Wow. It's not that sticking to the gum.
The flavor of the pistachio is what's coming through. And I think that halwa is a medium to contain that.
yes,
So hold it together so that it can deliver it
yes.
to your palate with that lushness of the ghee.
And the pistachio is, is peshori pista.
Look at the color. The green.
There's also a certain aromatic flavor that I'm tasting in that. What is that?
There is
Cardamom.
The cardamom.
Cardamom is there.
Yes, this.
And this has got cardamom and saffron.
हल्की सी महक है.
Different.
कराची हलवा तो बहुत लोग बनाते हैं, मगर
We make 5 varieties.
I think all that ghee, once you eat it, it warms you up from the inside.
See, when you press it, the ghee should ooze.
Beautiful.
See, it's coming out.
So that's the mark of a great Karachi halwa.
Yes.
Thank you.
आपने जाते जाते हमें और खिलाया. Thank you very much. So nice to meet all of you.
Save the best for the last.
And you did it.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Chole chawal.
This is chole chawal with palak.
Looks beautiful. So the legendary.
Faluda, rabdi.
There's also some nuts that I'm seeing in
in
there.
it.
Huh? Some pistachio.
And a little bit of rose.
If you'd like to support the work that we do at Food Lovers TV, do consider joining our membership community on YouTube by hitting the join button below or on the home page. You could pledge a nominal sum and receive special privileges like behind the scenes footage, shoot updates, access to live Q&As and a lot more. You could support us on our Patreon page as well. For more info, check out the links in the description below. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, share and leave a comment below. Happy eating!